Hey, fifth grade. Sorry I can't be there today. I wanted to make a quick video for you, so it's like having me there. This is, I guess, your first episode of Mrs. P TV. Just going to review some information. If we have time on Thursday, we're going to start, and if not, this will be your first introduction, just a kind of review of some geographic stuff that you should already know, and then some introduction to some of the stuff we're going to start talking about first in social studies. So let's remind ourselves, here's a projection. A projection is the way the world is viewed. So we know our Earth is really a sphere. So you can imagine almost like it's like unzipped and flattened out, gives you a flat map showing us the continents and the oceans. So let's do a quick reminder that we have 7 continents, including Africa, North America, where we live. Note that that includes Greenland, although this shouldn't be highlighted, which is kind of weird. This is actually Iceland. The continent of Asia, the largest continent, the continent of Europe, and even though they're connected, we consider them 2 separate continents. The continent of South America, the continent of Australia, and the continent of Antarctica, which I think I have labeled down here somewhere, which definitely does not really look like this in real life. Here it is. But it does when it's stretched out on a flat map. Remind me, we'll look at it on the globe sometime. We have 5 oceans. We have the Atlantic Ocean, which is what we swim in here, like in Massachusetts, or even down in Florida, or even in Brazil, Atlantic Ocean. We have Pacific Ocean, and on this map we would see it in 2 places. Let's see if I can find the other one. Oh, there it is. So we have Pacific, we have Indian Ocean. Well, where are you, Indian Ocean? Missing at the moment, I guess. We'll come up here then and look, see if we can find Arctic Ocean. Arctic, underline, say I underline the C, because with our Boston accent, it tends to sound like Arctic. Well, it's really Arctic. And there's a 5th ocean. From when I was a kid, we just learned these 4. Come on, Indian, where are you? I'll have to, oh, there you are. And move you down. But now, scientists and experts classify this ocean near Antarctica as the Southern Ocean. So you'll hear that sometimes too. Okay, so this is our world as we know it today. We're going to focus in a little bit on Africa. So scientists believe and understand from all of their research the very first people on Earth, the very first people we classify as human beings, lived in Africa. And that over time they would move, okay, we would call these people hunters and gatherers or nomads. These are people who had to follow their food. So if the food moved, they moved. They didn't stay in one spot. This will take several thousands of years. When maybe next year in middle school, you'll start to talk about civilizations and how people decide to say, you know what, I don't want to travel around anymore. I'm going to stay in one place. But for now, people move. So the food moves, they move. So these arrows are supposed to show you over very long periods of time that people moved from Africa to Asia and then to Europe. But as they moved up into northern and eastern Asia, right, they found themselves moving in this direction. And our Earth was going through a time period called an ice age. And during the ice age, because there was more ice, the water levels dropped in the northern part of the world, the southern part of the world, exposing the ocean floor and becoming a bridge. So this is a different projection. Here's the Pacific Ocean in the middle, right? Here's Asia, here's North America and South America. So during this ice age, this water that's here today, this is called the Bering Strait, this is the Bering Sea, was actually exposed land, and it allowed people actually to move across it. And tasty food like mammoths started to make their way across this new exposed bridge and move into a whole new set of continents. So the first people to move and follow their food from Asia to North America, we call them Ice Age explorers. So they were really the first people to come to North America. And they, over many generations, see the arrows, right, would spread out through North America and eventually even down to South America. Now, their descendants, right, their children and great, 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 great grandchildren, right, are going to become really the first people who live in North and South America. Groups of people that you studied when you were in second grade. Do you know who they are? You would have called them Native Americans. So the first people who really came to North and South America wasn't somebody who I shall not name. If you had a brother or sister who had me, you'll know who that is. It's these Ice Age explorers who came following their food. You may have heard about this actually in second grade when you talked a little about Native Americans. Let me show you another map. So here's another version of this map showing you how much ice covered this northern part of the world during the Ice Age. Let me move my friend Manny back over here. So this is showing you this is Russia today and this is Alaska today. If you look really hard, you can see the blue outline. And this underneath is the exposed land bridge, allowing Manny to cross and allowing people who want to hunt Manny to follow him. Here's another map. So the red part is showing you part that's water today, but was land back then. And I think I have a little drawing here. That's not the one I want. Let me just scroll down here for a minute. Because when I keep saying bridge, I'm sure you're imagining something that looks like this. Like I think of that giant bridge if you ever drive up to Maine from Massachusetts and you go through New Hampshire. There's that big giant bridge you have to cross over. This bridge really actually went down. So I want you to imagine here's Asia and here's North America, and that the falling ocean levels due to the water being trapped in ice caused the ocean floor to kind of be exposed. It was like almost like a plug being taken out of your tub. Glug, 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 glug. And so people and animals were able to cross over on a bridge like this, leading them to North America. So this is kind of our first big idea. Who really discovered America? Well, really, the first people who discovered America, or the Americas, or North America, were Ice Age explorers who came here following their food. You're going to be reading about a little bit more information about them, and then you're going to be doing a map to help you think about some of the geographic places that have some relevance for us in this. And then what we're going to do, and when I'm back next week, is we'll start talking about European movement towards North America with my favorite, the Vikings. Okay, talk to you soon.